Hi guys, time for a quick get ready with me. Sorry it's been so long. I had a huge test, but I passed. So let's get ready to go out. Okay, here I'm going to show you guys a quick get ready. I actually did this whole face in about maybe 15 minutes. I always start with this Trish kind of base hydration layer. I'll put all of the information in the description. Next, I'm going to use my Pat McGrath base with a wet beauty blender. I'll do like a couple pumps on my hand and then just layer it on thin at first and then more where I need it. I rarely wear base, but if I'm really like going out, I will. Sorry about the camera. I used some sort of weird setting, so it kept like refocusing, so hopefully you can still figure this out. So I just kind of keep an eye on things, where it's going on smooth, where I might need a little more. I think I added some more to my cheeks. I always am really red there. So go in where you think you need it, but never too much. Yeah, I'm putting a tiny bit more here. It's kind of weird because I take out the color in my cheeks and then obviously I put it back, which is strange. But again, this is like the full face. Now I'm using this MAC eye base. It's soft ochre. It's a pretty popular one. It's kind of pasty, and I put it into my brows and underneath my eye as well, wherever I'm going to be placing color, because it really helps it last all night. And this was a humid summer night, so I needed all the help I could get. Here's my Lorac Pro palette. You can see how busted it is because I use this all the time. I have run out of the one I used to love for a base color, so I'm just using this kind of light pink. Use whatever you have. Just give your lid an all-over wash as a base for what's coming next. And I go underneath too, again, just to create a dry surface to add color to. Now I'm going to do the brows. Brows are so key, in my opinion. I'm using a little Urban Decay duo that has like a cream and then a translucent cream and then two different colors to mix. Mine's called Honey Pot. And I just go in and draw the brow I want. This is a pretty classic thin arch for this look. You can use a pencil, you can use whatever kind of brow stuff you're comfortable with, or nothing if you're blessed, unlike me. Back into the Pro palette for Taupe, which I love as a transition color. And I just go into the crease with that, and I go underneath the eye a little bit on the corner of my actual eyelid. This is super important. This I would do for almost any night look just because it's simple and it really helps contour your eye. That's a Pro Crease brush. I think it's a Sephora one. So you want it to be fluffy, not too long but not too short because you don't want to place a ton of color. This is more for contour. Now let's see, what am I going to do? I shot this a while ago, so I'm actually watching it for the first time. All right, this is sort of a tighter brush, shorter hairs, and this is a Pat McGrath palette. Again, I don't know the name, but I love kind of like a warm ochre color to deepen the crease, especially like tight in the actual crease itself, and then a little bit in the corner. And just play with it until you're happy with the shade. Now it's the Anastasia Modern Romance, I think it's called, palette, and I'm going to mix two kind of warm reddish browns to, again, blend that crease. And I'm just kind of working up to the level of color that I want. Again, this is a night look, so this is a lot more shadow than I would normally do. But I love kind of a reddish brown on almost any eye color and any skin color. It always looks flattering. So try it, see what you like. Now we're going in with Tom Ford. This is a duo. It's like stupid expensive, but honestly this one's worth it. It's like a gold cream that I just dot on with my finger on the actual eyelid. Then I'm going to blend it with a brush, and then on the bottom, or I think the top of the duo, is like a gold powder. And it's just like, again, such a pretty, pretty basic eye color for almost anyone. It's always flattering, and it's really well wearing. Like, it lasts a long time because of the 2 layers. And now I think we're up to like 4 layers, but that's how I roll. I'm going to use a flat brush to blend that a bit, because putting it on with your finger obviously it's not precision, but I just throw it on and then I work it with a flat brush. And then I'm probably going to go in with the color. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh, no, now we're going to do liquid liner. Let's go. This is me like mid-COVID, so I have no lashes, I have no manicure, I have no hair color, certainly no Botox. It's pretty brutal. So at this point I am curling lashes, which I think is good because most people don't wear extensions all the time like I normally do. Thank God I have mine back, but here I'm putting on a full strip, which I normally really don't do, but these particular lashes, which again I'll put in the description, are amazing, and I'll show them to you because what I always look for in a strip lash is this kind of configuration where it's really full on the end and pretty sparse on the inside, because I just think that's a pretty look. I have almond shaped eyes, so that really kind of helps my eye have like a cat look. And the liquid liner just gives a base for the glue, so it doesn't stand out too much. So you see it's white here, but it will dry clear. And I just kind of wiggle them on and push them into place with some tweezers. Again, I'm really comfortable with this, so if you're less comfortable, I recommend cluster lashes, which give a really nice look as well. So I'm going to put both of these on, and then it's going to take a minute for them to settle and look normal. So don't freak out. But it's so pretty at night to have like a really full lash. So now I'm just kind of fiddling with the lashes until I'm happy with them. I've trimmed these lashes. I always trim mine, and I trim from the inside corner. You never want to lose any volume from the outside. Back to Lorac Pro Palette, my holy grail. And now I'm going to take the copper color, I think that's the name, and I always line under my lower lash line with this color. I have green eyes, so I just think it looks really pretty. And now I'm using a golden brown pencil to go over the liquid liner because I don't want like a really harsh black line. So I'm going to cover that, and then I'm going to go over that with my favorite brown powder, which I doubt they sell anymore. It's this ancient Christmas special edition palette from Tarte. It's just a sparkly dark brown, and I'm going to use a tiny brush to kind of smudge out that line and make it a little bit softer. This is like a little bullet brush. I'm hitting pan on this color and I'm freaking out because I don't know what I'm going to do without it. So I'm also drawing a little C in the crease and then to the lower lash line, and then connecting it from the outer corner of my lower lashes, which is what gives you kind of the smoky eye look. Now I'm going to use my favorite brush that my friend Jen gave me to blend everything in. So basically you're going to be like, what? I have a ton of makeup on, and then you're going to go in with a big fluffy brush and you're just going to work it out until you don't feel like a prostitute. Now we go with a dark smudgy liner on the inner rim. This is called Tightlining. Your waterline, I do top and bottom. If you have smaller eyes, this might not look great. You can always use a white or cream colored liner to make your eyes larger. Mine are on the big side, and this gives like a really sharp, sexy look at night, which I love. And you got to maintain that, so you have to bring that with you at night because it will move a lot, and if your eyes tear and you lose it. This is my favorite little Hourglass cream palette, so I always use cream underneath powder products for color on my face. I'm going to dot the blush on, and I just think it looks so natural and dewy and not too powdery and made up. Now I'm going in with a highlighting cream on the top of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, upper lip, jawbone, and I won't do my brow bone because I'll do that with powder tonight, but during the day I would. Now this is the cream contour, and I'm going to just dot that in. Nothing too major. Sides of my nose, the hollows of my cheeks, the corners of my forehead, and then under my neck, which is key. It just gives your jawline a really sharp look. And if you put a little under your bottom lip, it will pout it out, and a little highlight on the top of your upper lip pouts that out too. This is a Patrick Ta powder blush color, which I love. I got in Vegas in the end of February. And so I'm going to set the cream with a color. This one looks nice on me. Pick your favorite. You usually need, or I usually need more blush than I think I do, so I'll almost always go back at the end of the session and put a little more on. This is the Anastasia Contour Powder Palette, which I live for. I'm going to go over the cream contour with this medium kind of ash brown contour. It's going to look pretty dramatic right now, but I'm going to blend it. Sides of my nose, hollows of my cheeks, again, everywhere I put the cream contour. And this is really what makes makeup next level, is to do like the highlight and contour. So go over your neck, shade it down, and you know, chisel your face. Now I'm going to use the banana colored powder just to set wherever I'm shiny. Again, this is the summer. I'm sweating, it's humid, I need a lot of powder. Maybe you don't and you're lucky, but I do. So I go in and kind of finish all of the shiny spots without taking out all of the highlight. Now this is an Hourglass finishing powder. It's called Luminous Light. I love this under my eyes because it's reflective, but it's not shiny. So I kind of go over top with that so that underneath my eyes doesn't crease and look kind of terrible. This is a Fenty Beauty highlighting duo. Love it. I just smudge them all together and I put a lot of highlight. I think, I can't remember who said that if you don't see my highlight from outer space, I don't have enough. I'm pretty much of that school of thought, so go for it. Now this is my Ben Nye Ancient Banana Loose Powder. I think it's from Ricky's in New York. I'm going to do what's called baking here, which is put like a top layer of powder in the areas that I'm going to highlight, but I don't want shiny. Again, this is just going to really set my makeup for the whole night and really show off the contour. Now I'm going in with a little brow gel to finish the eyebrow look. And my mom always said your eyebrows should point up to the upper corners of your hairline, and that lifts your eye and your whole face. And she was almost always right. So now this is my little Sue Devitt rollerball glitter. So I got this literally for my wedding, and that was a long time ago. So it's like a shiny powder, and I just dot it with my finger on the kind of ball of my eye for highlight. This is Hourglass's finishing powder, loose powder, which I love. And I'm just going to use a huge fluffy brush and kind of go over everything to blend it all together and make sure I'm not shiny. And this powder is so finely milled that you don't see it on your skin. You're probably thinking I have like 100 layers of powder, but I do because I moisturize so much before I do makeup. And it's just what works for my skin. You don't have to do all this. This is an Hourglass highlighting powder. Oh no, this is an Hourglass blush, sorry. Again, like I said, I almost always have to go back in and add a little bit, and this one has some shimmer where the Patrick Ta one is kind of flat. So that's another layer. And now this is a Patrick Ta spray-on highlighter. This is super extra, but I kind of love it. So you just spray it on the top of your cheekbone, and it looks wet and dewy, and I think kind of awesome. Now I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray all over. Watch your hair because it'll wreck your hair, but like a lot, and then kind of fan it out, and that again is going to set you and take away any cakiness from the 100 layers of powder. This is a Thrive Cosmetics lip liner. I always do lips last. I do use like a balm before when I wash my face, so my lips are not flaky or anything. And I do kind of the outer edge of my lips to add a little volume and give some definition. This again I only do if it's like a nighttime look. I would never line my lips any other time. Now I'm going to start with a really matte kind of cream lipstick that looks awful but will look amazing, I promise. This is a KKW one. And I just dot it on. I look like a cadaver, but it's a good base. And then I blot it with a tissue so it's not kind of feathering. And I'm going to go over with a gloss at the end. This is Tasha makes like a serum stick. So I either use this or the Trish McAvoy line reducer where I have fine lines, just again to kind of plump them up and make sure I'm not caking in those areas or looking 1,000 years old. Back in with the contour palette, the banana powder, a little bit of the pink to finish. I think I was probably sweating, so I had to go back in. with some more matte powder to make sure it all looks tight. Take these clips out, and now let's go out. That's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. It's really pretty easy and flattering on most people. Have fun! If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. You can hit the alarm button below and you'll always get my notifications. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.